Hello, welcome to the Saturday edition of AgostoAllElite podcast. Well, I've been doing it this week by myself, but I will try to find a co-host by next week. So anyway, let's get into the show with Dynamite recap. Let's start. Alright, let's start with MJF versus Wheeler Yuta. He beat Yuta with an arm submission for the submission victory. During the post-match, Yuta extended his hand to MJF. MJF contemplates a long hard, but out of nowhere, Lee Moriarty attacks Yuta. MJ is pissed. He says, "I didn't tell you to do that." Stokely halfway, Moriarty had a Yuta up for MJF, but Ryu came down with brass knuckles. He gets in the ring with MJF alone. The crowd chants, "You fucked up." MJF slowly walks out of the ring and makes his way to the ramp. What I get for this, we might see MJF heel face turn. You might see the Combat Club and the Firm getting involved. But I'm going to see the Combat Club versus the Firm to happen very soon. I want that to happen very soon. Carter needs to return. Definitely. Alright, Darby Allin versus Jay Lethal. Great matchup. Darby Allin defeated Lethal by Last Supper. It was a good matchup. Good two opponents. Great matchup. Then post-match, Darby offers hand. Lethal shakes it. Lethal and his goons were shocked. But Lethal shake Darby's hand and went off. So, yeah. Now, you got Wardlow versus Brian Cage for the TNT Championship. The match was big hitting. Wardlow finally beat Brian Cage when he hit 4 powerbombs to retain the TNT Championship. It was a good hoss matchup. 2 giant monsters. Anyway, post-match, Gates of Agony, blindsided Wardlow. Samoa Joe came out. Numbers games are too much. FTR come out. The Embassy, Prince Nana, Cage, Leona, Kane retreat as Joe. Wardlow, FTR stand tall. That was pretty much the whole thing after the match. So, yeah. Yeah, as a result, we got Gates of Agony versus FTR for the tag belt. So, that's coming soon. So, that's on Battle of the Belts. Yeah, I'm going to review that later on. So, yeah. Okay, FTR comes out to a big pop. Backstage, Britt Baker says she's here to answer the question everyone asking. She said no. Syria says she said Syria would not be wrestling AEW because doctors had not cleared her. Anyway, Storm, Athena, Nightingale defeated Hater. Sarah D pinned it before when Nightingale pins Ford for the win. Post-match, Britt Baker in the ring arguing with Saraya and are fighting. Saraya sends Breaker to the outside as the babyfaces clear the house. Rebel's trap. Saraya then rocks Rebel. The Acclaim, that was pretty much the women's match for the segment. Saraya is back. She is clear to wrestle. We will see Baker versus Saraya at Full Gear. Can't wait to see it. Let's make this happen. Alright, the Acclaim make the entrance about Scissoring Day. Max Caster raps about the insider trading. Biden stuttering. The crowd goes wild. The crowd chants, "Oh, Scissor me, daddy ass," to a football champ. Anthony Bones welcomes us to the first ever National Scissoring Day. It's brought to you by the most popular team in wrestling, the best damn homegrown team in AEW, the Acclaimed. He says, "Scissor me, daddy" shirts number 1 sale for merch with no surprise. AEW now stands for Acclaim every Wednesday. Bjorn says he's the Sultan of Scissors. He's given a lesson on scissoring and says it's a sign of real team, not just throwing team together by Sneaky Swear and Keith Lee. He says he thinks they might be popular. Everyone loves the Acclaim. Billy Gunn said, "This is Daddy Ass's house." For everyone in the building and the millions and millions of people at home, it's National Scissoring Day. Gunn then presents Acclaim with giant pairs of scissors. Casted with everyone turned their right and left their arm for a piece of scissoring. Casted said 30 years ago when Washington won the Super Bowl 17, his dad was on the team. He said Z might represent the partisan division in the U.S., but there was no red and blue tonight because the Acclaim wear pink. Everybody looks good in pink. We are doing, as he said, the first bi-person scissor to bring people together. Swerve strictly interrupts. This is the dumbest he ever seen, being a heel. Swerve says both titles should be on Billy's shoulders because he's the reason he won the title. Yeah, because of Billy, yeah. Next week's going to be Daddy Ass versus Swerve. Mark Sterling breaks out, make claim that claim need him. He tells him to seal the deal tonight with Scissory. They all tapped him. Boas hit him with a scissors leg drop. Gunn grabs the mic. He says he sets it for next week godly. You can leave now. We have one more thing to do. All three scissors. The crowd erupts. That was the National Scissors Day segment. It was pretty good. Honestly, it covered all ground. And it was pretty good. It was a good way, yeah. It was pretty much Scissoring Day. We're going to have Swerve versus Billy Gunn next week. So that's going to be in Canada. Now he's probably good. Okay. Let's go to backstage with Ty, NJ, JS interrupted Madison Ray and Sky Blue. They criticized Blue for lack of charisma. Blue responds to worked on the charisma. They worked on their wrestling. That's some back and forth action. Tag team quickly sells a Rampage. Honestly, this backstage tournament for women's is pretty good. It opens up the tag match. You know, Sky Blue needs to be on Rampage. It's going to be live. And Madison Rain, I want to see her wrestle more. And we can see more of TJ. Yeah. Hey. Hangman Page versus Roosh. Hangman Page defeated Roosh with a buckshot lariat. During the post-match, Private Party confronted Page. John Moxley comes out. Moxley Page has a stare down. Here's what Mox says. I waited for 3 years. 3 years to watch you, study you. He knew this was coming. Moxley said we have beaten everyone except each other on October 18 in Ohio at the arena. I smoked a drink under the bridge. There'll be one last man standing in AEW. I'm going to choke you till you turn blue. You're in the way to being the true guy, and I ain't the best in the world. I respect that. I marry you as a person. When they bell rings, I ain't got goddamn respect for you or anything. Then Moxley go to lead. Page says, if you've been waiting, where the hell you going? Mox and Page circle each other. Mox says, you're a sweet kid, but your pussy mouth gets you in trouble. This is your final warning. 13 days, watch your damn mouth. This is basically post-match Moxley and Page segment. It was pretty good. Page got the victory. It's building towards Page versus John Moxley, which I'm going to like. Yeah, definitely. On Tuesday, yeah. Okay, backstage, we got Will Nightingale challenging for the TBS Championship Battle of the Belts. It was a setup. Like, Jay and the Bags came up mocking Willow, but she says, I'm going to be 1-38, something like that. It was basically Willow Nightingale going to try to challenge her for the third time. I don't know why, but it's going to be pretty good. Alright, we got a squash match with Luchasaurus defeating Fuego del Sol. It was a good squash. We go to the post-match. Jungle Boy attacks Luchasaurus, pushes the cage with a chair. Then we get a promo cut for Jungle Boy says, you're my best friend. Now I'm going to break your fingers, your nose, arm, and piece by miserable pieces I break you. Pick the time and place. I'll be ready. Then we got a message from Cage saying, be the only honest person watching. He'll not be happy in front of these losers. Time is next week in my hometown in Toronto. That was pretty much a post-match segment boosted for next week. Jungle Boy versus Luchasaurus. Christian Cage be on Luchasaurus' side. Pretty much. Alright, we got Jericho Guevara versus Danielson Garcia. Jericho Guevara defeated Danielson Garcia when Garcia lost Sam Dragon Sunday, but Jericho hits him with an RH belt. Ref didn't see it. Sammy covered for the win. That was pretty much Dynamite. AEW Dynamite. It was a good Dynamite. Good episode of Dynamite. It made sense. The frustrating part was before the show, there was going to be, it was a fight between Guevara and Andrade. Andrade threw some punches. He got sent home. It made it cancel that previous match. So that sucks. I blame Andrade. He wants to send it home. Let's send it home. Alright, let's go to news discussion. Alright, Bandito reporting team agrees to terms to AEW. Okay, after the impressive debut versus Jericho last week, Dynamite, Bandito reportedly somewhat all elite agreed to terms. He didn't sign a contract, but he's agreed to terms. Bandito was called to AEW last week for a championship Jericho for the ROH World Championship in the main event. Dynamite, a huge spot for free agency, but a child AEW main event overdue. When Benito got his chance, Barrett immediately pressed it was a great main event. After the match, he reported Benito was off the contract, but there was no confirmation if he signed or not. It was later feared that WWE Barrett asked for Benito's number for the match Jericho's last week and a finish. Now, thanks to renewed support by FestLight, now knew that Benito has agreed to terms with AEW according to those close to him. FestLight learned that former ROH World Champ Benito is going to terms with All Elite Wrestling. We had heard that Benito officially signed, but he offered a deal last week. Close to say he's agreed to those terms. So the report also notes how Sarah backstage AEW has more highly of Benito's demeanor attitude, could even a stronger impression. If Benito's AEW debut goes by there, there's a good chance the Carras Baron card go over huge in AEW. Yeah, it's pretty much it. Benito's going to sign to AEW, pretty much. Alright, they kind of praise Jericho, say he has the best year of his career. Over 3 decades to try Jericho and receive amount of praise on Tony Khan. He's has the best year of his in 2022 in considered AEW. To go Jericho, Barry well for Bruce in the first few years. Jericho name remained high. He gave grace to time as well. Only his one prize around my world champion. All right. Yeah, Jericho won the Ring of Honor World Champion. Right now, Tony Khan appeared on My Basin and Robbie Fox when he talked about his mind about Jericho spending incredible value when he still should have been in the company. He says this is a Mox, who's a great champion, has been an amazing top guy for us this year. Chris Jericho has the best year of his career. I think Jericho had the best year of his career. Yeah, they consider Jericho for MVP too. World champion right now. He's the Ring of Honor World champ on the Ring of Jericho World Champion, the 8th World Championship of Jericho. I've been watching Jericho for the past 27 years, going on 28 years now. He's one of all time. Wasn't saying this. Then we get more for Tony Khan. Tony Khan says 2 times discussed the wrestling fans made him a big fan of Jericho. Recently has stepped back. Everyone was saying things in times that rekindled Giant Hart's career. It was a scrutinizing wrestling fans were cynical. That was real recently. They were not saying pacify me. Jericho had run he has on. It's unprecedented. It's amazing how he's come in a year. I mean, he lost 31 pounds, so it visually was jarring to see the Jericho remember from decades ago or 2 decades ago. The things he done this year are reinvention. He's been doing it in a completely unaffected way. John Moxley, the other great MVP name, the person who actually came by the idea of just making the line to bring the Lionheart back this year, which I love. That's what Tony Khan said. More Tony Khan, All Elite Wrestling President Tony Khan went on to say, discuss Jericho's recent essential body transformation, which is saying he cut back on the Wembley and revealed to be best shape of his career in years. But now it's time to do it. I don't think it made sense years ago. Again at AEW, Chris looked like the best he looked. He saw how he ripped. Chris, it looked like a Lionheart, so maybe wow, Chris looked better. He looked ripped. Weight loss, his diet, he talked about it. He did an interview on GQ. Detailed what he did. He just made small meals. He didn't compete 180 in terms of how to treat his diet because he wasn't eating good at all. I spent a lot of time with Chris, and I can tell you, he's not eating so great now. He let me do it, so that's why I bring it forward. So we get more to it. On September 8, 28 episode of Dynamite, Jericho would take on Benito the Lambert men's AEW single debut. Tony Khan took time to put over the match, gave credit for fresh eyes on the new hot star. I think the match had started with Bandito. It was so crazy shit in the match. So fuck y'all, so I'm sorry now. Bandito's gonna come in, this is kind of huge shit. It's that starlight. They're a Jungle Boy. No, I'm trying to do numbers. They doing Bandito, giving them long, sorry, great opportunity. Like, they were in bed. See, that's what I got. Jericho, that man, crazy stuff. Still, you see Jericho, listen. I love when it came in. Promo segment. The show celebration segment. The 1/4 hour at 1.12 million and a huge number of demo. And a huge interest in what Jericho is doing. Chris right now is awesome. Alright, let's go to Tony Khan again. It was probably quiz by Tony Khan. He's asked he could mention was their best match of the year. Tony Khan summed it up by saying he believes Jericho is very earned that the MVP status with All Elite Wrestling. Oh my god. Let's get to it. If I had to pick 4 singles matches, this would Tony Constant. Chris at Fantasy C, I think it was Eddie versus Eddie Kingston at Revolution. John Moxley at Quake of the Lake versus Bryan Danielson, Tournament Champions. I would say versus Bryan Danielson last week in the first of the Ring of Honor World Championship Dynamite. So I certainly consider Chris out there as one of the MVP candidates in AEW. Oh, okay. All right. Freddie Prince Jr. confirms they made Bray an offer to join the promotion once to start. Yes. Freddie Prince Jr. has a wrestling promotion. Jr. is always known for his role in film and TV. He's always been a wrestling fan. He appeared on WAT as a guest host for Raw, various other cameos along the way. Now his podcast, Wrestling Ready, where WWE Korean rated and updated listeners how he's planning to start his own wrestling promotion. He doesn't have a TV deal in place, but discuss how crew's building behind the scenes, how his roster is coming together. As we move forward, I finished a script. I had 2 producers are both interested in working to part me up on this. I have a TV deal play. I really close to his weird sharing dreams with you. 1, you waste the energy out there. No, with it, you have to find a new way to challenge yourself. Secondly, I announced the deal for his income pay because until the income pay, your script is nothing. Your federation is nothing. It's just an idea. I have a script in place that I've been incredibly receptive to. I'm working on filling on a roster. I have a female in place a lot. People knows. Yeah, I said everybody knows I love Bray was basically part of that one night. For sure, I confirmed I put an offer. I think it's a creative offer. Actually, I wouldn't be able to compete with WWE, but I put other things that I think are important to Bray. I don't think I'm going to get it as a week. It goes on, but I'll see. You know, if I don't, then I'll shift gears again like I did last time. And it's a speed bump in the road. I'll find the next perfect work to start to make it work for that. Whoever my main guy is who is going to revolve around the wrestling is half of things. Yeah. So Freddie Prince Jr. confirms that he was the one to make his civic regard to Bray. This fan, other big time names can receive offers from Load Company or where Prince can loan in town already, AEW or WWE. The answer to what I give anyway, yes. People a lot, and I respect a lot. I saw a ratio with WWE and AEW. WWE is more exclusive in the contracts. I would use talent. That would be unlikely that we would wrestle. There was a position in the backstage. Might be a position for them in the backstage partnership, where AEW is more free with their contracts and more willing to allow you to protect the talent the right way. They'll give you a little something. Again, for Junior, when it comes to the company race to see, though he says he made an offer to Bray, it could be a positive sign for the company's future. All right, Guevara said he's finding constant drama exhausting. Yeah, drama, shit. Guevara talks about the drama and stuff. Like drama, yeah, like basically he created the drama. We're getting so much drama, it's insane. So basically, Guevara's pissed off there was so many drama, but some of the drama is sorry of itself. That's hypothetical. That's just stupid. That's on you. Okay, let's go to Dan Lambert. He was upset. Apparently, he didn't want to do this. He wanted to stop, end the show because Lambert said that he wanted to leave AEW because it lost his run. It stopped because it was not fun no more. It was getting old and what was that? Stale, yeah. So I said he will come back in the future with something new in the future. So let's go back. Alright, next news, okay. Interest updates on Android game why Sandra Guevara wasn't home. Let's go to it. Guevara and Andrade were talking Tuesday night, both greeted when we know fighting. Andrade was especially warned that something happened. Andrade not fired, which Andrade said nothing wouldn't happen there with no fighting. Executive was hired for Wednesday and warned again ahead of time. Andrade was waiting ahead of the hallway for saying one story that Andrade spent which saying showed another story Andrade Andrade got 2 or 3 punches broken up. Andrade was sent home. Differences was from leading the about situation that both sides agreed on the punch. It was more wide through the punch. They said Andrade's motive was trying to get fired. Okay, witnessed the altercation that Andrade being the only one sent through punches. Alright, Andrade said, let's say, were the main event. Meltzer says 3 ex-WWE stars in WWE signs AEW wants to leave and go back to WWE. Andrade allegedly has at least 3 years left on his contract. Yeah, so that's the news. That's pretty much it I was talking about. Yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. So yeah, That's happening. Okay, alright, we'll now go into Rampage. Then about the belts, that's the other news. So, let's go to Rampage about now. Alright, let's go to Rampage right now. Okay. Alright, let's start with Moxley Castagnoli, Utah versus Rouge Party. Yeah. Alright, basically, it was a great six-man tag. Moxley Castagnoli and Utah defeated Rouge Party by submission when Utah made one of the members of Party tap out. This was a good 10-minute matchup. It was pretty good. It start to finish. It was pretty good. Yeah. Alright, we go to Tony Nese, Josh Woods, the newly varsity athletes versus the former varsity blondes. This was a squash tag match. Nese Woods dominated the blondes. They won the match. Arn Anderson is so in the back, just looking disappointed due to the loss. What I'm seeing is that Arn Anderson is going to possibly form some horsemen with the blondes, with Brian Pillman and his son and John Lee Johnson. That's what I see. More to this, that Smart Sterling hits the ring. Like before that, he said he trademarked the term varsity because varsity blondes don't deserve it. Yeah, that was mostly part of that. So now, Nese Woods are now the varsity athletes. Sterling said his groin has been on fire since National Scissoring Day. That's what we're talking about. Then we saw the Acclaim arrive. Masterclass and raps about saving the ratings and Draymond Green. It was a good post-match segment. It was a funny post-match segment. Even with our ass to be disappointed, is what it is. So we go to video, Eddie Kingston he said he only got 30 seconds, but MJF gets 15 minutes. That was basically what it was about. Eddie Kingston said he apologized. He felt that MJF always gets 15 minutes. That was about MJF and stuff. So that was the end of the video. Anyway, we go to Anna Jay Mello defeating Sky Blue, Madison Rayne in a tag women's match. She both won by submission. It was a tag women's match. It was basically 7 minutes, so it's good. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Now we go backstage with Swerve Strickland says he's not trying to have a banger match really good. He will be there to hurt Daddy ass, so that's gonna be amazing. So that's gonna be headed to next week's Dynamite with Daddy ass versus Swerve Strickland. Alright, we go to the main event, Death Triangle versus the Dark Order. So this was a 20-minute main event match. It was really hard hitting. Dark Order trying to get the hits in. Death Triangle gets involved. And the ending of the match when Pac applied the crossface on Reynolds after when Rush handed Pac the hammer and Pac hit Reynolds with a hammer and he was out. That was basically the match. That was basically the end of Rampage. Rampage was a good show. It leaded into Battle of the Belts, which is good. So let's get into Battle of the Belts. One more thing, Rampage was a okay show for this week, so it was pretty good. Alright, we go to Battle of the Belts. We got Pac versus Trent Beretta for the AgostoAllElite Championship. Pac defeated Beretta to retain the title. The ending was that Trent looks for a suplex for the apron. Pac hits him with a hammer in mid-move and gets the pin. During the post-match, Orange Cassidy hits the ring, wants a rematch with Pac. Cassidy beat the hell out of Pac. Pac, which basically wrestled around 40 minutes, so that's a big thing. So we're going to get next week, Orange Cassidy versus Pac for the AEW All-Atlantic Championship. I can't wait. It's good. It's pretty. Then we get a promo for Claudio Castagnoli, and he wants his rematch for the ROH title. There's basically a promo for Castagnoli. He is pissed at Jericho for taking his title. He wants the title back and bring back Honor to Ring of Honor. He definitely wants to do it. That's definitely going to happen. Alright, we got Jade Cargill defeating Will Nightingale to retain the TBS champion. It was only a 7-minute match. It was pretty good. Post-match, Vicky Guerrero yells into the mic. Nyla Rose grabs the TBS title. Ringside skates throughout the back thanks to distract from Vicky. We're going to get Nyla Rose versus Jade Cargill for the TBS champion down the line. And I can't wait. Probably on Rampage. I cannot wait and see. Now, backstage, we got Matt Hardy asked why Ethan Page is still halfway on in business. Everyone shouted about contract tap rate. It was basically about Matt Hardy, Ethan Page is still halfway. Hardy says Page keeps sticking his nose in his business. Hardy will delete them. This is going to lead to Ethan Page versus Matt Hardy. Yeah, it's most likely going to happen. Yeah, it's most likely. This story is going to continue. Backstage, Hook tears out the envelope given by the Trustbusters last week without even opening it. So basically, we're going to have Hook versus Trustbusters feud, which is going to be good. Very good. We want a Hook feud with the Trustbusters. Who's going to be working with the feud with the Trustbusters? I can't wait for that. So here's the announcements. All right, the recent announcement is Pac versus Orange Cassidy for All Atlantic Championship. That's for Dynamite in Canada. Then we got the Gun Club coming out dressed as Bottom Guys. FTR mocked them. Then then the main event. I think this was the main event. FTR defeated Gates of Agony to retain the ROH Tag Team Championship. So, the end of the match with Jackson caught it to Prince Nana and gets the backslide for the pin. That was the ending. Alright, here's the post-match. Brian Cage comes out. The NBC beat down FTR. Wardlow comes out for the save, but the numbers are too much. So, Mojo here cleans house as FTR Wardrobe stands tall. Yep, that was Battle of the Belts. It was a good Battle of the Belts. It was live for the first time, and I liked it. FTR retained the ROH Tag Belts. Gates of Agony are to showcase themselves. We're getting Pac versus Orange Cassidy on Dynamite for next week, which I like, which is on a Wednesday in Canada. And this was a good Battle of the Belts. Let's go to the news discussion. Tony Khan, AEW. Tony talks about AEW had similar free agent profiles now. He talks about Vince McMahon, Nick Khan. Then he was speaking with Ariel. Khan actually shared thoughts about a regime change where he thought it was a potential bigger battle at WWE moving forward. He said, yeah, that was kind of how he said felt. Khan said he definitely is up for a challenge. There have been elements that should make improvement there. I've been open to say that. I think there's been a lot of improvements there. I think for us, we've been a lot of big improvements in recent weeks. This is very competitive. We're very competitive in the past, obviously. And this case of it, hopefully everyone's going to be good for everybody. That's what Khan said. The AEW president thinks about how to change the minds of the regime with WWE's previous regime and now the new regime. He talks about the regimes. Then in the interview later on, Khan described how at one point AEW dark because of the leading trial system that helps both AEW and WWE. That was recruiting time on the show. I think Tony Khan said at one point, AEW Dark was not at the premier trial system in America. And AEW were not the only ones scouting. There are plenty of people at WWE that were totally recruited off AEW Dark. Anyone else not saying that? Honestly, they're full of shit. Said Khan also said that that he and Jeff and Triple H used to be friends at one point before a competition. That's something new. Because he was a football play owner, and, Tony Khan, he was friends with WWE at one point, So, honestly, that's what it is. I feel bad for Tony Khan, but business is business. Tony Khan needs to step it up and suck it up. That's what it is. All right, Booker T talks about traditional wrestling business almost gone. I don't think so. All right, Booker T talks about he's not a fan. AEW certain fan AEW talents are constructing themselves online. Yeah, this is based about the Guevara and Jarrell incident on Twitter. Then Booker T got pissed, started weighing on the matter on podcast. Traditional wrestling gone away. Started calling people a jabroni, might be a jobber and stuff. Booker T was pissed that tradition is getting fucked up, Booker T will continue that this was out of work. He knows why the season. Furthermore, he believes that they're losing perception of what wrestling fans want to see. This is a thing. He's just upset about Punk's Twitter, the business to stop, Then he ventures on a target. Booker T will aim at AEW using foul language, some stuff, some bullshit. Then he returns back to the same Andrade situation. that Booker T concludes to say that someone had a beef with him the old day when on Twitter, so he went to the hospital. It's a bit funny, but honestly, I don't know why. That'd be cool, but Booker T's Booker T. Who do you know? Alright, we go to talk about a corporate party reportedly threatened legal action, delaying AEW's investigations in a backstage altercation between CM Punk and the Elite. The investigation basically is ongoing, still ongoing. We all thought it was going to end, but unfortunately, CM Punk is not being cooperative. He's being an asshole. He's making things difficult for everybody. He's a piece of shit. He's fucked by AEW. He's a piece of shit. He needs to be fired. Basically, all this said Dave Meltzer talks about CM Punk. He's talking about CM Punk. He's stalling the investigation. He's making it difficult. Ace Steel needs to go. CM Punk needs to go. That's what I see. They need to go. Bye, Punk. Bye, Ace Steel. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye, as us. Now we talk about WWE releasing Nigel McGuinness, former Ring of Honor World Champion McGuinness, 26, released by WWE earlier this week. Yeah, I already know what happened already this week. So apparently the site of McGuinness provided something of a happy ending for Ring of Honor World Champion. Documented the late producer, director Philip Aston McGuinness. He was offered a WWE deal. Yeah, right knows. McGuinness. He was involved in WWE for a while, a commentator. Then he had a big Impact Wrestling run, which is highlighted with some Tate Bowser Kurt Angle. McGuinness returned to RH as one of the lead announcers during the Sinclair broadcast group ownership era. He led a parallel to honor camera as heel promotion joined WWE as 2016, but now he's gone. I see him join AEW for Ring of Honor. That's what I see, because I want to see that happen. We need more RH originals helping out Ring of Honor with AEW. AEW's now bought Ring of Honor. I mean, Tony Khan bought Ring of Honor. Like, McGuinness need to go to Ring of Honor, help it out. We need our RH to be a developmental center for AEW's future stars. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't know. All in all, Rampage has been a good episode. Dynamite's been a good episode. Battle of Belts been a good episode. CM Punk is an asshole. We all agree. CM Punk go fuck himself, you know. Let's see more. Tony Khan and Stephen Triple H used to be friends. We could go with that. Guevara still needs to suspend it. Andrade needs to go away. He's fired. But I do sometimes agree with Booker. Business of wrestling tradition is gone, but he needs to chill. And that's what I feel. So, yeah. Basically, that's AgostoAllElite Podcast. I'll see y'all next Saturday for another episode. Bye.